Hello everyone, I am Minal Khan. Today we will be studying CFG, that is Context Free Grammar from Automata Theory. Today in this video we will be learning about CFG. First of all, what is CFG? Second, how to form a CFG. Third, few examples. Context Free Grammar is also known as CFG. We can say that context-free grammar is a formal grammar which is used to generate all possible strings in a given formal language. Context-free grammar can be defined by 4 tuples. Here you can see this G, which means it is the grammar which consists of a set of the production rules. It is used to generate the string of a language. T is the final set of a terminal symbol. It is denoted by lowercase letters. V is the final set of a non-terminal symbol. It is denoted by the capital letters. P is a set of production rules which is used for replacing non-terminal symbols in a string with other terminal or non-terminal symbols. S is the start symbol which is used to derive the string. We can derive the string by repeatedly replacing a non-terminal by the right hand side of the production until all non-terminal have been replaced by the terminal symbols. It seems like complicated, na? So we will try to understand it in easy words. As we all know that G is the grammar which is used to generate string of language. G is defined as A tends to alpha, where A is a non-terminal, that is A belongs to V of n, which means it can get replaced by some production rule during the process of generating a language. Let us understand this in a way that if something is written in the capital letters, that is S, A, B, etc., 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 so we can change those S, A, B, etc., etc. into a terminal ones. Since these are non-terminal, means all those capital lettered ones are non-terminal, so that can get replaced in order to form a language. Here alpha belongs to V of n union summation, which means alpha consists of both non-terminal and set of all the alphabets that belongs to the combination of non-terminal and terminals. Let's take an example to understand. A0. Here A is a non-terminal one and 0 is a terminal one, because A can further get replaced in order to form a language. Here this is an regular expression and it is said to be in CFG because in the left hand side we have S, that is a non-terminal one, and in the right side we have 0S0, which is a combination of both terminal and non-terminal one. Let's take an example and form the regular expression A star, and here we will use the production rule for the regular expression. Here two rules are given and we will use this two rule to form the following string. Now let's begin forming the string. Here you can see a S symbol, which is the start symbol, and you can begin the string formation from here. Here we use rule 1 AS, and we will replace all the S using rule 1 until we get 6A, and after we get all those 6a that we want in our string, we will simply replace that s with rule 2, that is with a null, and we will get our final string. Now let us take in another example where we will try to find out equal number of binary bits. We can form equal number of binary bits using any of the following grammar, but here we are given a string 000111 which we are supposed to find out using. As we can see and say that this string can be obtained by using the third grammar, that is 0s1. So we will now check that can we draw this string using this grammar or not. So here let's start. Here 0s1 will come. Next we will replace the s with one more 0s1, and it will go on until we get 3 zeros and 3 ones which we require in our string. So we will simply replace this s with a null. Then we will get this string. Here let's take another example where we are supposed to form the following string a b b c b b a, and the grammar we are going to use here are the following three. So now let's begin. Here by rule 1 we get ASA. Now in the second step we will try to replace this S from the first step. Then we will get BSB. So in the third step we will try to replace this S again, and we will get one more BSB. So we have almost got our string, but in order to make it our desired string we need a C here. So here we will replace this S from the third step with a C, that is the rule third, and we will get our desired string. In the next video we will try to know about derivation and parsing. Thank you.